What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. I'm super excited today. I'm going to be unboxing the ice cream box for the month of March. They are a little bit late sending their box out this month. They were having a problem with one of their suppliers getting their products to them. So if you already are signed up for the ice cream box and you haven't received your box this month, that is why. But if you're not familiar with the ice cream box, it's a $25 monthly subscription. It's very heavily on the makeup. You get very little skincare. You get 5 to 7 full-size items every single month, and you are guaranteed a palette. They also have a bag, and I believe that one is like $12.50, but I don't get that one. I just get the box every month. So the first thing that I'm going to pull out is the card, and it says March, a little green and a lot of gold. And the first thing in the box is going to be this Earth Harbor. This is what the bottle looks like. This came in perfect timing. We had gotten Earth Harbor in January's box, and I literally have one more use in that, so I'm glad I got this. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm so glad I got it. I've never had a problem with Earth Harbor. They've never broken me out or anything like that. So I'm excited to try that one. So the next thing in here is going to be our palette that we get. So pretty. I cannot wait to use this. And this is made by LA Splash. I also forgot to say that this retails for $40. This retails for $34. The next thing that we got in here is this bronzer, and it's made by Hi Cara, and this is the blushing bronzer. It's very pretty. This retails for $23. Next we have is Evo Beauty, and this is a pore-fecting primer, and this retails for $30. And then the last thing that I got in here is this Crown Pro Eye Crayon, and this retails for $10. It's a green. Let's go ahead and swatch. So I'm excited to try this primer. It feels like a moisturizer. I was thinking with it saying that it was a pore filling, that it was going to be more like silicone, but it doesn't feel like silicone. You definitely don't need a whole lot either. I didn't even use that much. Man. Okay. All my pores should be filled in now. I'm going to go in with my favorite foundation, which is the Better Believe It from Physicians Formula. I have been talking about this foundation. It's so good, you guys. If you haven't seen my video on it, I will link it below in the description box for you guys. Okay, so I am having some I don't know if you guys can tell, but my foundation is balling up. Can you see that? I guess that's the primer, because I've never had an issue with this foundation before. I hope you can tell. It's balling up. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe this off and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I wiped everything off. I'm gonna start over with this primer. I completely wiped my whole face. I'm just gonna use a tiny bit of this primer. I think maybe I've used too much of it, and I'm just gonna kind of press it in, maybe. I know it's not the foundation. I've never had an issue with that foundation before, so maybe I just went too ham with the primer there. I can be very heavy-handed with products, so sometimes it's not the product's fault. Sometimes it's just me. So we'll see. Okay, now I'm gonna go back in and try this again. So I think that it was just I used too much, because it doesn't seem to be balling up and peeling like that this go around. So just go in a little light-handed. I didn't mean to use that much anyway, but it just, Girl, I can be heavy-handed sometimes. I don't know. We'll see as I apply other products on top of this to see if it's gonna start balling up or not. I hope it doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna throw on my eyebrows, my concealer, and then I will come back when it's time to use the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I'm back and I got my concealer and my eyebrows done, and I'm gonna go in with this bronzer. It says that it's a matte bronzer, but it looks like it has like pink in it, so. But no, it's, I would imagine, a bronzer. This is how it swatches on my skin. So I'm going to use that as a bronzer. It's a very pretty bronzer. It goes on very smooth. I like that bronzer a lot. That's very pretty. But I like it a lot. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. All right, so now it's time to do our eyes, and I'm gonna be using this and this. It's so funny because back in the day, like I'm talking teenager, oh my gosh, I used to have like every color you could think of in an eye crayon because I used to use that as my eyeshadow primer. Like I would take the cream stick and I would put it down on my lid, and then I would take the same colored powder and put it on top to make it last all day so that way my shadows would last. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be putting this down underneath of this green shade right here in this palette. I think today I'm going to do a green and gold look. Why not? I'm going to start off with this shade right here, which is called Highball. And I'm going to put that in my transition and bring it up to my brow. And I also forgot to mention that I have a coupon code for ice cream. So if you're not already a member and you wanted to try it, you can use code Michelle10 for 10% off of your first subscription. So far, I've really loved all of my boxes. I mean, there might be like one thing in my box that I'm like, yeah, I could do without that. But overall, I think that the boxes have been worth it. The last 3 eyeshadow palettes, have I gotten 3? Yeah, I've gotten 3 eyeshadow palettes so far, and I have loved every one of them. I love getting eyeshadow palettes. I don't know why, but I like eyeshadow palettes. I collect them. I have too many probably, but I don't know what it is when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. I just cannot get rid of them. Like even if I don't use them, I'm like, I don't like this eyeshadow palette. I don't ever use it, but I still have it. I don't know what that is, but like I have gone through and gotten rid of some, but you know, we're talking maybe 10. I just love eyeshadow palettes. That and foundation. Those are like my 2 things that I buy all the time. I don't know what my deal is, but I always want to try new foundation. Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys heard. Come here. Come here. So this is the guy that you heard. If you heard him, he's fussing at me. He's like, I need to go outside, please. Huh? Is that what it is? You need to go outside? Okay. I know. Well, don't be rude. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. If you guys don't know, this is my dog, Rusty. This is my Rusty boy. Yes, he is. He's about to have a birthday soon. He's about to have a birthday in April. Yeah, it's almost your birthday. He's going to be 2 years old. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Okay, get down. I'll take you out. I'll take a break. Don't wait for me. Don't wait. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take my dog out and I will be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. What was I talking about? I was talking about foundations, I believe. Foundations and eyeshadow palettes. I don't know where I was at because I kind of got distracted there for about 15 minutes. But either way, I have too many eyeshadow palettes and way too many foundations as well. So I love to buy both. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this big crayon right here and I'm going to put on the back half of my lid. Ooh, that's very pretty. Just like this. And then for the first part of my lid, I'm going to be using this one from Hikera. I received this in one of my ice cream boxes. So we'll just go ahead and use that on the lid as a base for the first half to put the gold on top of. So I'm going to start with the gold shade, and this one is called Ritzy right here. It looks like a beautiful like foil metallic shade. Okay. It is kind of like chunky textured, I would say. It's looking kind of chunky there. Man, it's looking so chunky. What the heck? Look at that. It's looking chunky. I'm not enjoying that. Okay, I hope the green does better. I hope the green does better. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go into the green. I'm going to go into this color right here. I've never tried anything from this brand before. Okay, I feel like the green is already acting a little better. Well, the green is going on beautifully. The green, no issue here. It's just that gold shade. Oh, I dipped into the wrong one, y'all. Okay, I'll wipe that off. Dip back into the green. Okay, the green is going on very nice, like it should. Let me know down in the comments if you get the ice cream box and if you had issues with the gold color as well. The matte color, beautiful. The green color, beautiful. Like the green is gorgeous. I really love the green color. But not so much that gold. The gold is very like chunky, and yeah, I don't care for the gold. So I'm just going to take a small pencil brush and run the green right underneath my lash line. I'm like, is it me again? Did I did I mess this up? Because the first time that I put that primer on, I totally messed that up. But once I took everything off and was a lot less heavy-handed, it worked fine. Like, I have no issues with anything peeling or nothing. So is it just me? Did I go like too heavy-handed? But it looks kind of chunky on my lid. I don't really care for that too much, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna smoosh some of that gold green up in here a little bit more. I think we're gonna do a mostly green look. I wonder if it was me putting this under it. Could have been. I'm gonna go into this French 75 shade, and I'm gonna use that to highlight my inner corner and brow bone. Every other color has performed well except for that gold one. That's the only one that I had issues with. So I'm thinking it's just that one shade. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back with my final thoughts on everything. Okay, you guys, so I'm back, and this is the completed look. Hopefully you can see the eyes. I love that green shade. I wish that gold shade wasn't so like chunky, but overall, like, it turned out okay. So just because I had like one bad color in this palette, I'll have to try out the rest of them. Like, I'll probably do another video using this palette just so I can use some of the other colors to see if they do the same thing or what happens with it. But like I said, I'll use this again just to see what happens with it. But overall, I did like this palette. Like, I only didn't like the one shade, so I still really did like the palette. I really thought that this was pretty. It took me back to where I used to use these all the time underneath my shadows. So I like this. I thought it was a pretty shade. Of course, I'm super happy I got this Earth Harbor because, like I said, I'm almost out of the other one that I have. So I'm glad I got that one. It was like just in time. The primer. I like the primer. That was so a user error and not a product error. Just you don't have to use that much of it. Like, I used way too much of it the first go. That's why it was all peely and crazy looking. And last but not least, this is the bronzer. It's very pretty. It's different that it has like them pink shades in it, but I like it a lot. I think it's very pretty. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this month's ice cream box. Overall, I would say it's worth it. Like, honestly, this box is $25 a month. This right here is $40. So if you only just like this one product, you have gotten your money's worth just because you only paid $25 for the box. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know how you felt about March's ice cream box. Overall, I liked it. I think it was worth the $25. But let me know what you think about it. And if you're not already subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe. Give my video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel so much. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!